Hi everybody, John from Caplan's Auction talking about our special auction on Sunday, June 5th, that's starting at 3:30 p.m. with a preview that starts at noon at the historic Savage Mill. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to feature this week's sale on Sunday is a 2004 BMW automobile, like new, with 100,000 miles on it, but it is fully loaded and runs great. Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever wanted a prestige car, here she is. Again, she won original owner and she runs great. Again, this is Sunday, June 5th, starting at 3:30 p.m. is when we sell the automobile. The auction to follow. And ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the rest of the sale. Let me turn this off. Thank you. We'll take a quick look at the car while we're outside. Again, this is a 2004 BMW 745 Ally, top of the line automobile, absolutely gorgeous, in great shape, one original owner, and she is a beauty. Fully loaded with anything you could ever imagine that you wanted in a car, and there she is. So ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the rest of the auction for Sunday, June 5th, starting at 3:30 p.m. as we shut the doors so we don't get disturbed. There's a nice, lot of nice furniture in the sale, as you'll see, ladies and gentlemen. There's a nice bar with bar stools, mid-century, some good Victorian furniture. Again, this is your YouTube video for Sunday, June 5th, starting at 3:30 p.m. at the historic Savage Mill. There's a nice French style bedroom set right there. 2 end tables, high chest, and triple dresser with mirror. A lot of nice little interesting items. There's a great desk lamp, Scotty desk lamp, isn't she cute? All sorts of furniture in the sale. There's mid-century, there's solid sherry, there's Victorian, you name it. We'll take a look. Again, your YouTube video for Sunday, June 5th at the historic Savage Mill. Our doors open at noon. A lot of rugs in this sale. Here's a beautiful, I don't know if you can see this underneath all this furniture, but there's a beautiful room size rug there, about a 9 by 12. Nice bench. Some nice tapestry, Victorian stools. There's a watercolor by local artist Skip Lawrence. Nice oak table and chairs, absolutely beautiful, and a good crock there. Good wicker set. A lot of nice usable furniture in the sale. There's antique and modern. Speaking of modern, look at this modern umbrella lamp. Isn't that fabulous? Look at that. And next to that is a beautiful, large, old oil on canvas, and she is beautiful. And also, look at this unusual piece. Here's a nice step cabinet. Unusual piece there, indeed. A lot of china closets in sale. There's a cute little china closet. Some decorative items as well. There's a nice van. I'm trying to back up a little bit. I know I'm a little close in here. There's a nice armoire. And here's a beautiful armoire right there. Look at that gorgeous armoire. Nice pair of French chairs. And again, another rug. More modern this time. We're going with the wind lamps. Some old trunks, another old bar there. Nice old hutch in the background if you can see it. A lot of TVs in the sale. We have 3 widescreen TVs in the sale. Good pair of mid-century director's chairs. And this is not an antique, ladies and gentlemen. This is a beautiful sleep sofa. It's new, like new sleep sofa. It's got the bed that pulls out, and that's a nice piece indeed. Nice pair of large overstuffed chairs there. There's a real modern dining room set. Very modern. Most of that is metal, high quality. Be back up. There's a great runner. There's a beautiful runner. That's about over 12 feet, that runner. Little kids' chairs there. Those kids' chairs. Some more children's chairs. So there's furniture in the sale. Nice furniture sale. And if you can see back there, it's a good pine hutch and a nice secretary desk with bubble glass. Again, more flat screen TVs. And a nice desk. Nice mahogany desk. 3 old sewing machines. We pan away from the furniture. Lots of furniture. And of course there's a nice coin collection, mostly pennies, a lot of pennies in the sale. Look at all these tubes of pennies. We'll just take a little pan there. As you know, from pennies, fortunes are made. Nice pennies there. Get back out. Sterling silvers, of course. Lots of gold estate jewelry in the sale, ladies and gentlemen. We don't show that, of course, but we have about 40 lots of good estate jewelry. Oil lamp collection, continuing with our oil lamp collection. Here's some more. And smalls. Smalls galore. Just interesting smalls from a home in Odenton. Here's a great lap desk. Nice little baskets in there. Of course, silver and silver jewelry, as well as gold jewelry. Nice fashion jewelry there. Good fashion jewelry there. Whole case of it. We'll look at some other items. All sterling silver. Some sewing items here. There's some nice old sewing items, as you'll see. Military, we do have military items to sale. I'll show you in a second. Of course, coins, more coins. And some good old African items here. A nice old shield there. We pan back. A lot of interesting silver and items in this sale, as you'll see. Little bank. Nice old bank. Look at that. This is a nice piece here. This is actually acrylic by Frederick Hart, a known artist. A nice acrylic statue. We'll zoom in on that. Kind of interesting. Look at the face on that. Interesting indeed. And here's your military. Some unusual military pieces. Take a look at this. So pan down. Here's a great sword. Let's just hit the sword real quick. With the scabbard, with the original scabbard. Kind of a rare piece there. Nice old German helmet. And here are two fabulous trench art mortar shells. And this one is just highly unusual. Let me see if I can pull that out and take a look at that. This one is really different. I don't know if you can see that. Look at the carving in that. And AEF, American Expeditionary Association. Oh, sorry. And this one is signed as well. You don't see that too often. It's signed right there. You don't see that too often. I have to say, highly unusual. And so, if you like military, we have plenty for you. And again, good group of watches. Some more coins, you see. Some more coins. Again, Sunday, June 5th, starting at 3:30 p.m. The doors open at noon for a preview. The BMW, if you're interested in that, is sold first thing at 3:30. Don't be late. Again, nice pine cover there. Good modern tea cart. What a beautiful buffet. And a nice pair of Sitzendorf porcelain lamps. Excuse me. There's a great bisque figure. And here is a fabulous bronze. Look at that bronze. Fabulous indeed. And here's a great curio cabinet. So we move along. So this is your YouTube video for Sunday, June 5th. We start at 3:30 p.m. Doors open at noon. You can check our website at caplans.com for more information. Again, check orders. They're kind of dark in here today. I don't know why. It's kind of rainy out. There's a fabulous, look at the inlay on this cabinet. Wow. Absolutely gorgeous. Nice old Paris vase there. Oh, yeah, penny, nice old lamp. I mean, old clock. Good cane collection. As we pan around. Take a look. We'll pan back. There's your set of chairs. They're gorgeous. We'll just take a quick pan at the gallery. So this is your auction for Sunday, June 5th. Some final items here. Oriental, looks like wood block. And of course, we wouldn't be, we'd be amiss if we didn't have a world globe, and that's a beauty right there of that world globe. Huh. So ladies and gentlemen, this is John from Caplan's Auction. Hoping to see you on Sunday, June 5th, starting at 3:30 p.m. Until then, this is John from Caplan's Auction, wishing you adieu.